Hello, in this video I'll be sharing with you simple smart money trade entry using the break of market structure. Remember, the trend is always your friend, so you begin your trade analysis by identifying the trend of the market. So looking at this live trade scenario, we will begin by first determining the trend. So if you look obviously at this trade, you realize that price has been giving us a lower high, a lower low, a lower high, and a lower low. So now that we have determined our trend, next is that we need to determine our point of interest. So our point of interest is actually the zone that we are expecting to make a trading decision of either to buy or to sell based on the current trend of the market. So since this is a downtrend, it means that our trading decision in this downtrend scenario should be a sell decision. So what will I do? I will carefully mark one of my point of interest is my order block. So I will now mark out my order block. So this is now a typical order block that I've just marked out. So this candle is a candle that I've marked as my order block, because a bearish order block is the last bullish candle before price begins to move to the downside. So having marked my order block, what is the next thing I need to do? I need to mark my imbalance, which is a fair value gap. So looking at this movement, there is no fair value gap. So the next thing I'll look out for is my smart money cube. So looking at this, I had a smart money cube in this scenario. So here, this bullish candle is my smart money cube. The green candle you are seeing here is what I'm referring to as the smart money cube. So how do I identify this? If you look at this movement of price carefully, you realize that price has been giving us what? Bearish candle, bearish candle, bearish candle, bearish candle, bearish candle. Suddenly we had a bullish candle. Then price continued with bearish candle, bearish candle. So when you find an opposite candle in a series of a similar candle, that opposite candle becomes what? A smart money cube. Like in this scenario, we have a bullish candle, a bearish candle, I beg your pardon, bullish candle, bearish candle. In this scenario, this is not a fair value. Sorry, this is not a smart money cube, because it has to be at least a double bearish candle. Like this, we have bearish, bearish. After should be like bearish, bearish, not a bullish candle. Okay, so like in this scenario, now this is a bullish candle, then a bearish candle, then we begin to have bullish, bullish. So this is a smart money cube if this is an uptrend, but for now this is a downtrend. So we had this, what we mark this as our smart money cube. So this is our smart money cube as far as this price movement is concerned. So what is the next step we need to take? Now we wait for price to pull back to our point of interest. So when price pull back into this smart money cube, you'll see obviously that price break out of the cube. So automatically this cube is not valid because price had break out of it. So I'm going to do what? I will delete the cube. So what is left? We are only left with what? Our order block. And look at what happens. Subsequently, price pull into this order block. So now that price is in this order block, remember, we are considering how we can make entry based on a break of structure. So now that price is in this order block, we'll move to our 15-minute time frame. Remember, we're doing that earlier on our 1 hour time frame. So when you come to your 15-minute time frame, the pullback of price into that point of interest will automatically be a bullish movement, and which will come in form of a trend. So looking at this, you realize that price is giving us what? Higher low, higher high. higher low, higher high, higher low, higher high, higher low, higher high, higher low, higher high. So you can see how price is behaving. They will have this higher low, higher high. So then this is our last structural point. Obviously we had this point here. Because after this higher low and this higher high, right, we now had, okay, this higher low give us this higher high, then this higher low give us this higher high, and then this higher high, we have this higher low that gave us this higher high. So and then price left that zone and gave us a break of structure. So price break here, this becomes a break of structure. So since you want to sell and this is a downtrend, you will, once price has pulled back into your 4-hour point of interest, you now begin to look for a break of structure on that lower time frame, which here now we have a break of structure on the lower time frame. So once you have that break of structure, you will now repeat the same pattern you did on your 4-hour time frame. That is, you will now have to identify your order block, maybe your fair value gap, and then your smart money cube. So here, going by this is our order block. This last bullish candle you are seeing is our order block for this 50-minute time frame. So what do? I will carefully mark out this as my order block. Okay, now if you look at this carefully, we also had imbalance. We have imbalance from here all the way to this point. So all of this fair value gap fall into our order block. So what do? You can see that after price left here, came down here, and then break this structure from this zone, price pull back, fill into this imbalance. You can see that fill the imbalance 100%. Price fill this imbalance 100%. So we would have done what? We would have gotten our sell entry from this zone. Our stop loss will always be at this previous high. So this would have been our stop loss. And then price take this low. So here is our take profit. Okay. Remember, we had this take profit, and this price also fill this imbalance, mitigate this order block, and it continue. So subsequently again, price does what? Price pull back into that zone, mitigate this order block fully. This shall be your entry number 2, and you can see how price rally down. That was after the break of market structure. So you can see price break the structure, price went back, pull into that order block, sold all the way to the downside. So this is the techniques. This is how exactly you can make your entry based on a break of structure. Thank you for watching, and see you in the subsequent video. Please do not forget to like, share, and subscribe.